6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, that's Shane Steichen, coach of the Colts. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's most tooled-up quarterbacks, Brock. He's trying to reach a new ceiling here in year 3. Anthony Richardson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That's brought in, it's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air on this first down, Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Richardson will do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness if you have.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. One good for a gain of 4. It's second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. From the 47. Man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On first down, here's Smith. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
I'll toss it, Genty. And they're going to give away a couple here on this first down play. The defender there to set him out for a loss.
Such a perfect example, teaching tape, for why these defensive coaches say, let's get population to the ball. Because if one guy misses a tackle, it doesn't get out. You populate the football, and you create a tackle for loss.
Complete, it's Myers. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Genty on second. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Smith on 3rd and short. Complete. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. So they do take over after the fumble ball, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Look, we can spin positive here, bro. We take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's...
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Again to Jeanty. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Smith to the air now. It's a screen play to Jeanty. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down, Las Vegas.
From the gun, Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action, here's Smith. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Nick Cross has it. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Richardson on 1st and 10. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. On the move into the red zone. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. So we're through one. 7-2 our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Play action with Richardson. Stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Taylor.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Taylor again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one connects. And this will be a pickup of about 3. Is that enough to convince them to go for it here?
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Trusting the option here, 4th and goal. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts push the lead up to 12. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Dylan Laube on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake. Typically, one will follow.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Smith on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards. before they bring him down on the return. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw, here's Richardson. He let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He keeps it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Straight ahead with Taylor. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 19. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and goal, here's Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Colts go up by 19. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Mostert on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. On it to the yearly, picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be pushed out near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Smith setting the throw. He's got a man left. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Smith's going to throw again. It was there, but couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's Smith. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
A play fake, now Smith to throw. Running in the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
What about Tyrese Maxey?
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Colts with 3rd and 5. To throw, Richardson. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Shotgun give here to Genty. Open space inside the 40. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie, he's putting on a show.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
Raiders 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts ready to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Start on the ground, Taylor. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 36-yard line.
Second down carry for Taylor. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Richardson. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. That's Deshaun Gibson. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Smith. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. That's first out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Smith to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
27-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Smith yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third down. And 5 yards to go.
And again, it's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's in second. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. First down throw here from Richardson. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Steps up, and he's running with it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So we have a 1-score. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Laube with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. And go play fake here with Smith. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go play action. Here's Smith. This one's taken in by Thornton. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is excellent.
He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat. That performance now here on second. From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he runs out of room before he can get to that marker. So now we're going to see what they decide to do, Brock, on this 4th and 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And the defense escapes. And a nice ride going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Outside, this is reeled in by Warren. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Looking from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it down to the 33. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. Stopping the quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines. Sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Colts push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun snap to Smith. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Smith. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
Raiders 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap down to Richardson. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Second and 6 now. It's a screen play to Genty. Has some daylight through the 40. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, here's Smith. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders take a lead just before the end of the third. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex, right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Smith's going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, no harm in going for it there, Brock. Wanted to make it a field. Goal game, but their advantage instead stays at 1.
Yeah, that data book tells you it's the right call to make because we're here in the second half. Leading by 2 instead of just 1 doesn't make much of a difference either way. You still now trail with an opposing field goal, and that's what they've got to defend against right now.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Big slant taken in by Pittman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Option give to Taylor. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
To throw, Richardson. That's on target to Pierce. Gets it to the 15. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I love about this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the gun, Taylor. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Throwing now, Richardson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got it. It's in close. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Richardson to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. They've got a man in motion.
For the 2-point conversion.
They take the handoff. Now Richardson. And he reaches the end zone. So they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
I'll be with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. And off to Genty. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. This is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. And what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first.
1st down. Las Vegas.
Play action. Here's Smith. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's it. Quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Smith. Finds the in route complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the red zone now. And he got it! Interception! There are calls. Interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They did a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
2nd and 13. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And this one doesn't go far.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Colts are ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Smith on first down. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is Genty on 2nd. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Raiders losing by 7. 1st and 10 from the 41. Smith to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. He'll have some space inside the 35. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. That's completed right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. He'll look to throw it. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Desperation time here. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Colts make the play that should win them this game.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And finally...
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in my